Good afternoon, everyone. Donna Miller here, talking to you today about collaboration as a growth strategy. I often say that we started this company to help businesses start and grow, and I unintentionally opened as a values-driven company and got very strategic about that going forward. So what's become core to our success at this point is collaboration. And so the C3 in C3 Workplace stands for Connect, Collaborate, Community. So I want to spend a few minutes today talking to you about how this strategy has worked for us and how you might deploy this strategy as an opportunity for growth. So the topic for today is collaboration as a growth strategy. And I'm glad that you can join me, and we'll talk for a few minutes. And if you have questions, go ahead and type them into the comment window, and I will do my best to answer them all. In addition, if you do type questions or comments into that section, be sure to include your website, because we want to make this a networking opportunity as well. So, collaboration as a growth strategy. The first thing you need to do is get clear on who you are and what you stand for, and who your target market is. If you're going to connect with someone to expand your reach, it's really important that you know what you stand for, who you serve, and how you serve them. It sounds simple, but if you don't have it written out, it will be hard to communicate that effectively to a potential partner. So, as you think about that, and as you document this concept for collaboration as a growth strategy, think about what you do, what they do, and what makes it a win-win. Document it. Who will need to do what? What will your role be? What will you be responsible for doing? What will their role be, and what will they be responsible for doing? So, put some notes together. It certainly will be in draft form to start off with, but really start to document what this collaboration will look like. Now, there's many different ways you can collaborate. Some of them are big and fancy, and some of them are really simple. So I'm going to talk about 3 ways that you can collaborate. First of all, I know many of my clients do a lot of networking. And when you do networking, you typically follow it up with some one-to-one meetings. So what I want to encourage you to do is, one-to-ones are great, and follow-up is absolutely what you need to do when you're networking. But consider, instead of doing one-to-ones, consider doing foursomes. Are there 3 people you can bring around a table who might be able to collaborate with each other to make that a really powerful use of all 4 people's time? I think that also falls under the category of being a go-giver. The reality is, the more you give, the more you get. So you can turn your one-to-ones into foursomes as a way to use collaboration as a growth strategy. The other thing we see a lot of people doing, and certainly we do it ourselves, is in positioning yourself as a thought leader, which is a very important thing when you're a professional service firm. Can you collaborate with outside people who share your target market and your values on events? So position yourself as a thought leader. See if there are events that you can do, whether they're live events, virtual events, whether they're mastermind conversations. Maybe you take that foursome and you turn it into 10 people for breakfast. But if you're working with 2 people, that means presumably or hopefully you're doubling your reach. So you're bringing your shared values to the table. You are collaborating with someone who shares your target market to expand your reach, to do events, and position yourself as a thought leader. Also, the third form is full-on strategic partnerships. This has been something C3 Workplace has done quite a bit of. We have strategic partnerships with organizations. We have strategic partnerships with associations, companies. And I think this is where it becomes really important for you to create some documentation around what will this strategic partnership look like. one of the things that we did early on when we rebranded was we created a program called Office Hours. It was a way for us to share our target market with some of the people who are in our circle of influence and provide our target market with some education. So we had subject matter experts who would provide complimentary consults. We hosted the consults. People were coming through our facility. That's a win for us. The subject matter experts were positioning themselves as thought leaders in front of our community, a win for them. And our community was benefiting from all this subject matter expertise. So to me, the best strategic partnerships not only have to be a win-win for me and the strategic partner, but absolutely they have to be centered on them being a win for your target market. So consider making collaboration as a strategic growth initiative part of your marketing plan. Get clear on your target market, get clear on the values that you share, start to document what that strategic partnership will look like, focus on what's in it for them, not you, be a go-giver. Consider turning your one-to-ones into foursomes, consider collaborating on events, and then work your way into strategic partnerships. Another form of strategic partnership is sponsorship. Many of you know that we do an event each May for Small Business Week. And as our reach has grown, we've been able to bring on sponsors who want to access our reach, and we in turn put them in front of our audience. The reality is, when I talk to many professional service firms, which is primarily what our target market is, they get the lion's share of their new business from referrals. And certainly, without a doubt, your close ratio on new business is going to be at its highest with referrals. Let's face it, it's a warmed up lead from somebody who has had a good experience with you. So I think it's incumbent on us as successful business owners to leverage those referrals. And I think we do that by using collaboration as a strategic growth initiative. So thanks for joining me today. I'm happy to address questions. You can reach me at donna@c3workplace.com, or you can visit our website at www.c3workplace.com. And I look forward to seeing all of you at future events. And by the way, speaking of collaboration, we are in collaboration with Liberty Office Suites, which now has us working out of 4 locations instead of 2. And next week, we have an open house, Tuesday, June 27th, between 1 and 7 p.m. Stop by the Parsippany location, take a tour, and learn how you can plug into our community and learn to collaborate as a growth strategy. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day.
Connect, collaborate, community. C3 Workplace. We are in this together.